Temporary foreign workers in Canada have the same workplace rights and protections as Canadian citizens and permanent residents. These protections apply whether you are working through the Temporary Foreign Worker Program or the International Mobility Program. Knowing your rights matters even more if your work permit is tied to a single employer, if your permit is nearing expiry, or if you feel pressure to accept unsafe or unfair conditions. A core right is fair pay. You must be paid the wage promised in your employment agreement, and your employer cannot withhold your wages, reduce your pay unfairly, or steal from you through improper deductions. You also have the right to clear information about your workplace rights in English or French, based on your preference. Your employment agreement is one of your strongest protections. It should describe your job duties, wages, hours, and working conditions, and should match what you were offered. Keep a copy for your records. If your employer changes your duties, hours, or pay in ways that do not match the agreement, document what happened and seek help. You also have the right to a safe workplace. Employers must train you to do your job safely, provide required protective equipment, investigate hazards, and follow workplace health and safety rules in your province or territory. If you believe a task is dangerous, you have the right to refuse unsafe work until the risk is addressed. If you are injured or become sick because of work, you may be eligible for workers' compensation benefits that can help replace lost wages. Healthcare access is another key protection. If you are injured or sick, your employer cannot stop you from seeking medical attention. You should be able to speak privately with healthcare providers without your employer present. In an emergency, you have the right to call for help. Workplace abuse is illegal and can take many forms, including physical harm, sexual harassment, psychological intimidation, financial exploitation, threats, or actions meant to control or isolate you. Employers cannot take or hold your passport, work permit, or other identification documents. They also cannot deport you or change your immigration status. You are protected from retaliation for reporting unsafe conditions, abuse, or for cooperating with inspections. If your work permit is employer-specific, switching employers is not always immediate. In many cases, you need new authorization before you can start work with a different employer. If you are experiencing abuse or are at risk of abuse, you may be eligible for an open work permit for vulnerable workers, so you can leave an unsafe employer and work elsewhere. If you lose your job, you may be eligible for employment insurance depending on your situation and your insurable hours. Losing a job can be especially stressful on an employer-specific permit, so it is important to understand your options quickly. If you need help, you can contact Service Canada's confidential tip line at 1-866-602-9448. If you are in immediate danger, call 911 or local police. You can also seek help through official reporting tools and support services. Save this guide, keep your documents secure, and reach out early if something feels wrong.